Namaste. Welcome. Before we begin, let's make sure our cell phones and our watches are turned off. Thank you for joining us. We're honored that you've come to today's class. My name is Noni, and this is Tess. Today we begin a series of 3 mindfulness meditations, which were inspired by mindfulness master Thich Nhat Hanh. The 3 classes are entitled Impermanence, which we will explore today, Pain and Suffering, which we will explore next month in September's class, and Anxiety, which we will explore in October's class. Thich Nhat Hanh wrote, quote, "Mindfulness is the miracle by which we master and restore ourselves." Unquote. Mindfulness is being completely present in this moment, the present moment, unoccupied by the future or the past, open to joy and wonder. So, we restore ourselves by coming back to the present moment and laying down all the burdens that we have from the past or that we've imagined might come to us in the future. Being mindful in the present moment allows us to master ourselves. By being mindful in the present, we're letting go of all the worry about the future and the past, while at the same time, we nudge our thoughts in the direction of inner peace, compassion, and love. When we learn to control our thought trains, the trains that run through our minds, when we learn to control our thought trains, we master our minds. Today's meditation is on the subject of impermanence. The concept of impermanence appears in every culture and in every religion. So does the concept of permanence. Some things are permanent, some things are impermanent. Precious few are permanent. The trick is to know which one is which and which one is most important. So, if we focus our thoughts and our desires on that which is impermanent, we will suffer. We will suffer because it is the nature of everything and everyone to change, to decay, and to die. As Siddhartha Gautama, also known as the Buddha, learned in deep contemplation and meditation, suffering, that thing that we all try to avoid, suffering is caused when we insist on permanence in a world of impermanence. I'm going to read that again. Suffering is caused when we insist on permanence in a world of impermanence. However, if we focus our thoughts and our desires on that which is permanent, we suffer much less. In the Old Testament, Moses wrote beautifully about the value of contemplating our own impermanence in Psalm number 90, verse number 12, which says, quote, "Lord, teach us to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom," unquote. Moses understood that when we contemplate our own impermanence, our own mortality, it focuses our attention on that which is real, that which is true, that which is eternal. So, knowing that life is very short, and knowing that our thoughts, our words, and our actions have eternal consequences, can inspire us to pursue truth, wisdom, peace, kindness, righteousness, and goodness. So now we'll look at impermanence from the point of view of the sages of yoga and the Vedas. The Katha Upanishad, which is a nearly 6,000-year-old Vedic text, states that everything in the world is impermanent. However, we can be free, realized, liberated in this life by fully coming to terms with the impermanent nature of things, while also identifying in our meditation and contemplation with the permanent, eternal self with a capital S. In other words, by practicing mindfulness, meditation, and yoga, we can go beyond impermanence and become established in permanent joy. And who wouldn't want that? Permanence is found by uniting with the essence of permanence at the core of our being, that divinity, which is the very essence of my being and your being. In yoga, the divinity at the core of our being is called the self with a capital S, or the Atman. Now let's look at impermanence from the perspective of Buddhism. Buddhism is based on the teaching that the physical world is impermanent. The Dhammapad, which is the Buddhist essential teachings, in verse number 277 says, quote, "Everything is arising and passing away. The person who understands this truth intuitively and lives with that truth in every moment is already liberated. They already know that everything comes and everything goes." So what exactly is permanent and what is impermanent? Let's look at permanent first. In Buddhism, that which is permanent is known as bodhicitta, which means awakened consciousness. According to the sages of yoga, that which is permanent has several names. It's called the Absolute, God, the Self, pure consciousness, the Witness, the Observer, the Atman, the Soul. All else, according to the sages of yoga, is impermanent. We suffer when we develop an attachment to that which is impermanent, and then it changes or it leaves. I'm going to read that one again. We suffer when we develop an attachment to anything which is impermanent, and it changes or it leaves. We experience endless joy when we become attached to the Absolute, God, the Self, the divinity that's inside of us, the sacred core of our being, which never changes, it never diminishes, and it never dies. So in today's meditation, we're going to explore a little further the permanent and the impermanent nature of things. And Tess is going to lead us in our guided meditation, and it's a good one.
So let's refresh our posture, stretch a little if you wish, move around, and then find a good balance and easeful, upright sitting posture. And feel your sitting bones take the support of the chair or floor beneath you. Align your torso over your hips so that you're comfortably balanced like a mountain, stable and serene. Gently elongate your spine and allow your shoulder and neck muscles to release. Relax all the muscles in your face and let your jaw be slack. Let your tongue rest on the floor of your mouth. If it's comfortable for you, you can place your hands in Chin Mudra with the thumb and the forefinger gently touching, palms down on your thighs. If Chin Mudra is not comfortable, you can simply rest your hands, palms down on your thighs. And close your eyes and allow them to relax and soften. Become aware of your breath. Notice the in-breath and the out-breath flowing naturally, silently, and steadily. Now take a slow, deep, steady breath in, and then let it out fully. Again, breathe in deep and breathe out long. And once more, a deep inhalation followed by a full, steady out breath. Now, let your breathing return to its natural rate. Notice how your mind and your body relax when we take 3 mindful, centering breaths. Now let's imagine it's a bright and sunny day. It is warm out and the air is fresh. The sky is a brilliant blue with many small, puffy white clouds that are passing quickly. They're sailing across a beautiful blue sky. Notice the nature of the clouds. The nature of the clouds is to arise and to pass. They come and they go, one after another, always coming, always going. Your thoughts are passing clouds. They come and go. Your emotions are passing clouds. They come and go. Your possessions, they too are passing clouds. They come and they go. Your worries, they are passing clouds. They come and they go. Your accomplishments, they are passing clouds. They come and they go. Your fears, they too are passing clouds that come and they go. Your attachments and your aversions are all passing clouds. They come and they go. Your ego, your story, your judgments, your opinions, your habits, your defenses, they are all passing clouds that come and go. Your suffering is a passing cloud. It comes and it goes. Your pains are passing clouds. They come and they go. Your loss and your grief are passing clouds. They come and they go. Your anger is a passing cloud. It storms in and then it goes. Your very body is a passing cloud. It comes and it too goes. The only permanent thing is the bright blue sky in which the passing clouds arise and dissolve. The only permanent thing, the blue sky, is your pure consciousness, yourself, your soul. Everything else is a passing cloud. Everything else is impermanent. Whatever comes, let it come. Whatever goes, let it go. Cling to nothing. The nature of suffering, pain, loss, and sadness is impermanent. The nature of your own body is impermanent. But the nature of pure consciousness, the self, the soul, is permanent, unchanging, and everlasting, untouched by sorrow, suffering, pain, loss, or even death. The self endures, shining like the sun. So now let's use our mantra for meditation. The mantra that we use to still the mind is Hamsa. Hamsa is spelled Hamsa. Hamsa is a breath mantra. It goes on within you every minute of every day and night of your life. All we have to do is remember Hamsa and link it to our breathing, and we can be instantly calm and serene. We'll practice it together. As you inhale, silently repeat hum. Hum is the sound that your breath makes when you inhale. And as you exhale, silently repeat sa. Sa is the sound that your breath makes when you exhale. Silently repeat hum on the in-breath and sa on the out-breath. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. Now, silently repeat, I am that essence, which is the vast blue sky. I am consciousness. I am the self. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. Silently repeat, I am not affected by passing clouds. I am the vast blue sky of consciousness. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. Silently repeat, I am not my desires, nor am I my aversions. I am the self. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. I am the vast blue sky in which all thoughts, actions, and feelings arise and pass. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. Whatever comes, let it come. Whatever goes, let it go. Cling to nothing. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. Continue in this way. Hum on the in-breath, sa on the out-breath. Meditate.
When you're ready, you can bring your attention back to the room. It's always good to come out of meditation slowly. Take a nice deep breath in and let it out fully. And then slowly open your eyes. Always remember to shake out your feet, your ankles, your legs, to make sure they're awake before you stand up. Do this every time you meditate, whether it's with us or all by yourself at home. You don't want anyone falling. So now is the time for questions, for comments, for experiences, whether you had any from today's session or from the last month. We encourage questions and comments. We learn from them. Sometimes you baffle us and we have to do some research. So please, don't be bashful. You're all realized beings. No questions, huh?
All the stuff.
I would say that if you have a friend that you would like to have join you or to see this video on their own, you might want to tell them that today's class is the foundation for the next two classes. Impermanence might sound like it's not really a catchy phrase, but in order to understand pain and suffering, you need to know the difference between permanence and impermanence. The same is true about anxiety. So each one will build on the next. So if you have a client or a friend or a relative who you think would benefit from the ones on pain and suffering or anxiety, suggest that they start with this one and get a nice foundation first. Chloe, do you have any comments you'd like to make, or is everything fine where you are?
Yeah, everything's good. It just had me thinking because I said I met somebody this week and we were talking about mindfulness and they told me that they're just so kind of well practiced that they said like mindfulness just becomes like a part of being, and like the more you're mindful, the less you kind of have to do it because you kind of just are mindful in a sense. So
It's
that's just
so
like something I've been thinking about this week a little bit, just because that's something I'm really trying to be better with.
It's very true. And we were just talking about something like this the other day. Someone asked an enlightened yoga master, what does he think about all day? If you're enlightened, you're living in the present completely all the time. So you don't worry about the future and you don't worry about the past. It's all right here, right now. Mm-hmm. And so he says, I don't really think much. I just experience the beautiful world moment to moment. And that is mindfulness. Yes. In its essence and at its very best. There's great joy in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of our very sweet mindful things this week has been, we have a large, maybe 14 or 18 inches across by 2 inches deep saucer. And we keep it filled with water for all the little creatures that might need a drink during the summer. And we've been waiting for a frog that we call Sinead because she's green and she's just the cutest little thing. And she arrived this past week. She's back, same frog, and Tess is her pool girl. She goes out and scrubs out her pool every day for her. And you can tell she's been there because she cleans herself off. Their remnants are mulch. And then last night, we had a toad about the size of a thumb. And he was hopping all over the place in the rain. So it's been fun.
The wonders you catch when you're in the moment.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Because if you're busy thinking or just doing dishes, you don't look out the window and you don't see those things and they make your day.
Yeah. True. When's the next one?
So the next class is on September 16th at 1 o'clock, right here. And we'll do a mindfulness meditation for the relief of pain and suffering.
We could all use some relief from pain and suffering.
Sometimes we make our own pain and suffering, so
More often than not.
so
In my case.
it'll be good to learn how to relieve that.
Yes.
We'd like to thank you
Yeah.
for being part of this class, for meditating during the week, during the month, and making the world a better place.
Yeah. Thanks for hosting us too, Chloe.
Yes, and to Liz and Engage for being the host for these sessions. Namaste.
See you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.